Good evening, OWLS family. Hoot, hoot. How is everyone doing? Woo! Good evening to everyone who comes in and watches the replay. Thank you so much. We greatly appreciate you. Man, what a day it has been. Crazy, off balance, not physically, but just it's been an off day. I guess you can say it's a Monday. Good evening, Charita. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Good evening, Chris. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. Good evening, Cheryl. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. It feels weird not having Alexander here. You know, he had a doctor's appointment today. Good evening, Sister Tammy. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Good evening, Jay. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. Well, there is the magical appearing Carol Ladybug. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Okay, Pearlio, welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Let's see, scrolling down. Good evening, Bunny Farm. Welcome into life. Welcome into life, Lord. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Don't talk and try to read at the same time, especially if you're not reading out loud what you're reading. Good evening, Terminator. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Let's see. Good evening, Nancy. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Hey, good evening, Sister Angela. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. Hoot, hoot. Good evening, KP Heathen. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? Let's see. I think I got. Nope, I don't. OCO and welcome into chat. Bounty, how are you doing? Good evening, inspired by Pink Renee Loves Barbie. Welcome into chat. Oot, oot. How are you doing? Lord, I done lost my place. My God, what a day. I'm telling you. Good evening, Susan. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Good evening, my Mustang. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Yeah, he's okay. It was just, he's fine. Oh, CO Missy Renee, welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Yes, I am very tired. I ended up, we had a blast yesterday with Angela. We got home at a little after 2 a.m. and I was leery of going to try it because I don't do cat naps. I can't take little. No. I don't know how you people take 30 and 45-minute naps. No. So I pulled an all-nighter because I didn't want to miss garbage pickup. So I got all that done. Then I went to bed, and yeah, it's just been crazy, y'all. Good evening, Grandma Teresa. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you feeling, darling? Good evening, Matt and Cindy. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are y'all doing? Cindy, how are you doing, darling? But yeah, let me tell y'all, the weird continues on. Oh, you're welcome, darling. Me and Angela had fun. We went, well, she was already there. We met up at her brother's barbecue restaurant. If you're ever in Byhalia, Mississippi, you need to go by Jimbo's Brick House restaurant. Some really fine barbecue, y'all. I've been wanting a nap all day. I went to bed. I think it was about 7:30. Tried to go to bed at 7. All of a sudden, I swear, even Junior heard the dog barking. So I thought the cats were being tormented by some neighborhood dog again. I get up, get my shoes on, scuttle into the living room. I'm floating, y'all. I was floating. I was so tired. Not a dog nowhere to be found. No dog nowhere. All right. Went back to bed about 7:30ish. Got back up at 11:30ish, somewhere around in there. Just been weird ever since. Good evening, Monica. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Good evening, Wendy. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Yep, you go close the greenhouses. But yeah. All right, let's have weird. Let's go through the weirdness. Saturday, I received a slip from the post office. They had a package holding for me, and I need to come pick it up. Well, I'm like going, well, crap. They'd already closed by the time I got the slip on Saturday. So we went to take care of that today. I ended up asking the woman if I could take a picture of the label on the box in case somebody shows up wanting a package and they give me some grief, even though if they did try to show up, they wouldn't be leaving of their own free will. Let's just say, it's not any fun having somebody, on a stretcher carry you off. But the postmaster at the office, we thought it was really weird. It was wrapped in a garbage bag. The box was. She still can't figure out how the barcode on, because it was sent priority mail. She couldn't figure out how the barcode on the slip registered to our address, but the address that was printed on the slip was completely different. Didn't make no sense. Never even heard of this person. So she opened the package. I said, this is very suspicious. Be careful. It was some kind of metal equipment thing. I don't know. I've seen a lot of things. It had cutter wheels, and it made designs. I told her, I said, I don't know what that is. I haven't ordered nothing like that. And so she put it back in and said, we're gonna mail this back to where it came from. I don't know what that was. It was scary. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I've seen a lot of different metal cutters and other cutters and leather cutters. Nothing like that. But I got a picture of the two weird addresses and our address, which they had wrote on the packing slip, not packing slip, but the address label, because the barcode registered to our address. I don't know, but it's going back to where it came from. So just in case, I've got a picture of that label. But I was already suspicious because it was wrapped in a garbage bag. I didn't touch it because I'm like, well, I don't know. I said, that's not something. She handled it with gloves and everything, which, yeah, I would have too, because I don't know if it was some kind of, because when it cut, there was two like presses on the side that pressed designs. I'm like going, I hope this ain't any drug paraphernalia stuff. So, yep. No, that went back. That didn't come home. If it'd been something interesting, it might have came home. But in case somebody starts trouble, y'all might have to have some bail money. Because if somebody shows up looking for that and they start trouble, they will drop where they stand. I'm not going to put up with it. But that was weird one. Two, the dog. There was no barking dog, no dogs, no nothing. I looked in the woods everywhere. So, yep, that was weird number 2. Weird number 3 is trying to get used to the hen that I have out here, and I call it the recovery box where I raise the chicks. Yeah, apparently now I have a hen that's trying to crow. Yeah, leave it up to me. It's one of the ones I hatched. The other chickens was abusing her, beating her up, so I put her in the recovery area in the nursery up here, and now she thinks she's still laying eggs and everything. She thinks she's a aspiring rooster. So it's just like, yeah, I can do without Monday today. This Monday, it can just go away. But yeah, yesterday we had fun. We had so much fun. And then me and Angela, well, Angela does most of the cooking because she's being sneaky. We had a amazing dinner last night. She got all sneaky. We was going to I've been trying to take her out to eat, but she was all sneaky like. It's creepy, let me tell you, when she tries to crow. The best way to explain it is if I've got, all right, her head would be poking outwards, and I've got her in like a football hold. And if I held her neck and squeezed her like an accordion, I'm telling y'all, it's creepy. I finally put 2 and 2 together what she was doing, because in the wee hours of the morning when I was rolling the garbage cans out on the gorilla cart, I heard it loud and clear down at the mailbox. I'm like, oh, Lord help me. That's great, Bounty. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, that's wonderful, Bounty. He knows where the bail money is. But yeah, oh, we had a good dinner last night. There's a little grocery store in Byhalia, Mississippi, and Lord, let me tell you, we hit the jackpot on some pork chops, y'all. Pork chops and pork steaks. Some of the pack, I brought meat home, y'all. We stuffed it in Angela's freezer and her fridge. Yeah, I got 6 not little pork chops, great big pork chops. Big enough for one per person. And it was packs of 5 and 6 of them for $4 and $5, y'all. No, they weren't clearance. Good evening, Gloria. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? So, I ended up, and the pork steaks. I ain't seen pork steaks that big in a very long time and thick. One pork steak is big enough for one for me and Junior. Cut the pork steak in half. So I ended up with 10 really pretty dinners. Good evening, Miss T with the T. How are you doing? Lord, I hate messing up on people's names. I do. But yeah, let me go back. Angela was up at her brother's restaurant doing raised bed and different flowers here and there. So I just decided we'd go visit and she had no clue whatsoever about the seed swap, and it was great. We got there, we got to the restaurant. Of course, they were closed for Sunday, and I'm like going, did you get to watch the live stream last night? Of course, no. She was working. I knew she was working Saturday night. I figured she might have watched it Sunday morning, but she didn't. And I got to spring it on her. You should have seen the shock in her face. I said, hello, fellow seed swap partner. Good evening, Pete. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? But yeah, I got to spring that on her, and we got the raised bed filled up, area looking really pretty, some really pretty flowers. So we'll see how it turns out. And I got to, they have a lot of little pig decorations all over the place because it's a barbecue joint. Pork is king, and especially in the South. They have this little adorable little fat pig, concrete pig planter. So I put some petunias and moss rose in the planter part, and I said, look, she'll be known from now on as Petunia Pig. But yep, we had a blast. Then we went grocery shopping. Oh Lord, y'all. I found out now Kinder's seasoning. I love Kinder's. Kinder's seasoning. I haven't had a bad one yet. I found out at that little podunk grocery store. I mean, it's small for what I'm used to They had Kinder's barbecue sauce. Oh, Lord have mercy. It was on from then on. I forgot what it was we had. That was the best barbecue sauce besides homemade. That was amazing. It was actually better than the dry rub that they have for it. Well, we haven't had any storms here yet. Oh my gracious, it's been windy today. Oh, they are on sale again? Wonderful. Yeah, I would really love to have 3 more sets of those raised beds, but I'm not going to try to fill them all at once. Lord, that just doing the first 2 took me a while. But I want to eventually, because when it rains, because we're up on a ridge, y'all, and there's a lot of slopes, you just have to work with them. I'm eventually wanting, because what the onion and the leek beds are now, well, this fall will be the permanent garlic beds. Ha ha ha! Our little leprechaun has hopped in. Oh, that's okay, Stephen. Always good to see you. He said, there he is, the handsome man. Hello, Junior and Teresa. Oh, no, believe it or not, pork steaks ain't a Midwest thing. It's Southern, too. Believe me, we're used to pork steaks down here. No, we ate many a pork steak as when I was a kid. It was back then. It was the cheapest cuts sometimes, but chicken was cheap. Everything was cheap back then compared to what this crap they're pulling nowadays. But no, it's not just a Midwest thing. Pork steaks. You gotta remember, pork is king in the South. Oh, good to hear, Terminator. Wonderful. Yep, sometimes you have to move them around. I try not to do it often because it's a job. That's just like the ginger bed was where the fairy garden is at now. Now the ginger bed is, I gotta be careful, I'm trying to say gingerbread. I scooted it further up because it looked like they were in too much shade last year. But yeah, cheap eats was is what the South always looked for. Cheap but good. Oh God. Oh ho ho. Oh, but yep, I know very well today is May the 4th be with you. All right, we're starting out with jokes. I got a joke for y'all. What do you call a rabbit that has fleas? Anybody know? What do you call a rabbit that has fleas? I like that. Ewoks. Yeah. You call a rabbit with fleas? Bugs Bunny. What? Are you shaking your head back there? Oh, there was a fourth weird. I'm trying to keep things straight. Oh, yes, please. Kinder also makes a bourbon peach barbecue sauce and a season. I'll tell you, this I haven't had the sauce, but that seasoning mix they make, Lord, it make you slap your mama. Oh, Pete, it ain't that bad. Wait, what did I miss? Okay, Keith, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'll put her on the prayer list. Good evening, Jennifer. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? You snuck in on me. Yep, a flea-bitten varmint. Yep, flea-ridden varmint, many things. Oh, yeah, the other thing. Here I go again, fighting with YouTube, y'all. That sounds good. Yeah, I would love to have that recipe. I happen, oh God, they had a bunch of barbecue sauces. I couldn't help myself. Could not help myself tonight. Thankfully, I don't have to cook dinner tonight. There was leftovers because I'll tell you, Angela's sneaky. Y'all got to watch her. I was planning on taking her out to eat. Well, she ended up buying steaks. Me and Junior got to have a steak last night. You know how long it's been since we've had a ribeye? Long time. So she barbecue grilled steaks and cut a package of pork steaks in half. So last night we had ribeyes and pork steaks, uh, barbecue beans, salad. Lord, what else we have? Some of the best sweet potatoes, baked sweet potatoes. They didn't need nothing but butter, y'all. And they were the darkest orange. Lord, they are so good. I'm trying to think, what else did we have? We had a bunch of stuff. We never got into the rolls. We couldn't, we were so full we didn't make it to the key lime pie. I'm thinking, what else did we have? We had something else. I know we did. Oh, sauteed sliced baby bellas. Good evening, new times, new beginning. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? Wait, Dark is Xander in? Yeah, I didn't put no sugar on mine nor Junior's. Yeah, I don't think I don't think Xander's in chat. He has a doctor's appointment today, and it was the only time he could get in, or he would have had to wait several months. Yep, nothing was added to the baked sweet potatoes but a big old fat pat of real butter. What, is he heading out? Hold on a minute. Oh, good night, Stephen. I hope you get to feeling better, darling. Yeah, things are a little crazy over there in Ireland. Just please be careful. Please be careful. She hasn't come in yet. Hi, that's the truth, Jennifer. Yeah, there is fake butter. Yes, there is. And there's also, what is it, NR, whatever that, yeah, crap. Yeah, there's that butter too. Now, I've heard of the toilet. The toilet. Yeah, I've heard of that one. She is, and just gonna have to give her time. My problem with my southern accent, yeah, I was born with it. I made it worse by making fun of the watching the older movies and everything. And yeah, it kind of just, slapped me in the face and got even with me, so my accent got worse. Or not worse, it got thicker. But yep, y'all got to remember, not everybody hinges on their email or being online. So you have to be patient. Yep, there's a lot of crap. Yep. Yeah, battery. Yep. I've heard that one many a time. You're gonna have to learn that you gotta start, whacking them back. You're gonna need to be very careful, Wendy. Snakes like getting up under tarps, so be very careful. Woman, don't you own some snake boots? Where you're at, you should have snake boots. Oh, going back to Angela. Oh, she got one over on Junior. We both were rolling your eyes when you absolutely love it. You've had it on your table. You've carried it around with you. Don't you roll your eyes. Don't you act different. You busted out laughing just like I did and just like Angela did. Angela pulled one on Junior. She ended up getting something gave to her by a lady, a customer of the restaurant. Junior now has his own little baby Jesus. She said she knew who that needed to go to, since at one time she come on live stream and Junior caught her completely off guard because, yep, he looks just like Jesus. Good evening, Angela Christine. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? He will, Stephen. You take care. What on earth? Come on, come on. Oh, Wash. That's all the way down deep in the south. Yeah, that's a hard one to break yourself up. The best thing for poison ivy, poison oak, any of it is jewelweed. Jewelweed. Okay, Pete, you take care, darling. Have a wonderful evening. Better week ahead, and we'll see you next Monday night. You don't need no snake outfit, just need some snake boots and know how to pay attention. That's all. You don't need all that stuff. Ha! R2 detour. Good. I've gotten a bunch of new seeds, Keith. Talked about them in the seed swap. Yeah, but what else do they have in it? That's the problem. It needs to be just pure jewelweed. You don't have to wash it with the soap because the soap depends on what else is in the soap, can irritate it. Now, I've used jewelweed soaked in witch hazel that I made myself. You want as simple as possible. You can freeze jewelweed, and when you need to make a batch of the tea, just take a package of the jewelweed out, add to water, boil it for a little while, let it steep, and then strain it and use it on you, or just out and out grow some jewelweed. It's not hard to grow as long as you have a moist area. Yep. See, people don't realize you have to be really careful, especially with poison ivy, poison oak, and so on. Don't even go there with poison sumac. Good luck finding it. Unless you're swamp hopping. Soap and stuff can irritate it worse than anything, and it can dry your skin out, which will make you itch. As fresh a jewelweed as you possibly can. Use that. There she is. There's October Opal. Hoot hoot. Well, you got to think about it. Where did the people come from? Ended up out west. They come from the east and the south. They migrated. That's how things get spread across. Lord, let me tell you, we got downright cold. We've been cold quite a few nights. You know what? My little fat tail has soaked it in best I can. Of course, we're going back up, but let me tell you, it was glorious last night. Yeah, I got cold. I got up under the fuzzy blankets, but after sweating and burning up alive for all those weeks, 44 was amazing. That's okay, Pearlio. I can't help it. But yeah, poison sumac. It pretty much only grows in swampy areas. Oh, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. Good evening, Polly. Welcome in the chat. Oot, oot. How are you doing? No, none of this crap is normal. None of it. But until the American people finally say enough is enough and band together and quit allowing this government to separate us, ain't nothing going to change. Most people are so beaten down, weak-minded, little tail tuckers. People won't stand up and fight. Our ancestors, especially back during the revolution, would be ashamed of people nowadays. And it's all by design. Keep eating that soy crap. Keep eating all that highly processed food. Keep being just absolutely punified, wussified. Humans, especially men, and I'm telling you, women too. Y'all have allowed yourself to be beat down into believing you can't do nothing. Until you finally say enough's enough, ain't nothing going to change. They're going to keep poisoning everything. They're going to keep building these data centers that we don't need. They're going to keep poisoning the sky. Nothing going to change until we have a revolution and say no. I got tired of trying to tell people what was coming. I saw it a long time ago. I've been following this for 40 years or better. I got tired of the crap. I got tired of being called a conspiracy theorist. I got tired of being told I didn't know what I was talking about. You know what? I'm like going, survive on your own, because you won't last long, because you couldn't even fight your way out of a wet paper sack. I'm tired. I'm tired of mousy women. I'm tired of mousy men. I'm tired of mousy children. I'm tired of children that don't know how to mind. I'm sick of children that don't know when somebody's, asking them a question. They don't know how to say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir. It's yeah. It's yeah. Do you know what would happen if, baby, you're falling asleep? Do you know what would have happened if I would have answered my mama or grandma or my grandma, my mama, my grandmother, or my dad with, yeah? Do you know what had happened? I'd been dead and toothless. I'm tired of rude people. I'm tired of family values not being passed down. I'm tired of hooligans. I've just had enough. You know what? I die laughing. You know the old saying in the movies, I see dead people. I'm fine with dead people. I'm fine with dead things. Because you can control them. You know what you can't control? I see dumb people. I'm tired of it. I've just had enough. Nope. Can't blame the school system. The parents allowed it to happen. Listen, let me tell you, my mother was a horrible person. But you know what? She was on that, what was that called? Parents, the gaggle of people that paid attention to everything. Oh no, my mama was all up in everything. But yeah, I've been wanting to say that for a long time. I hold a lot of things in and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. That's been going on for a long time, Keith. The problem is respect, morals, ethics, the sacredness of life is not being taught anymore. And we got kids, latchkey kids, because people can't quit living higher than their means. You don't need a vehicle that costs the same amount that you could buy a house with, because guess what? The minute you drive that vehicle off that lot, it's gone. It ain't worth that price no more. People need to be wiser and smarter. Quit trying to live with the Joneses. If it's just a couple of people, do you need a big giant mansion? No, you don't, but you sure don't need no tiny house. Tiny house would drive me crazy. Listen, when I was a kid going to high school, those who had boys, girls, whoever it was, that had trucks that had gun racks in the back window, you know what? None of them come around shooting people up. It's no parental supervision, no parental rules, no parental taking care and teaching a child right. It's not up to the school to teach your child. It starts in the home. And teaching people the respect for life. Life is the most precious thing anybody is given, and most don't care. And it's these god awful computer games. If you don't think they don't control people, how many older men, well, they're supposed to be men, that are in their mammy's basement playing computer games all day? That's not normal. Yep, they do, Polly. They do. Oh, don't even get me started on these new kids, Lord. Now, I'm not saying all of them. Please listen. If you raise your child right, you won't have problems. But if you ain't put the fear into them, you got hooligans. But not all children are bad. Angela's grandchildren, sweetest, most loving little toughsters I ever seen, but that's family traits. That's family tradition there. And those children are highly respectable. They know better. See, there's a difference from a lot of children nowadays. These little hooligans, they don't know better. Ain't nobody put the fear of God in them. Ain't nobody scared the daylights out of them. Their grandma and their mammy didn't scare them. Didn't make them realize, act up, find, you know what, around and find out. Yeah, I knew better. I knew better. I knew better than to act up. Well, you're going to have to learn. You're going to have to start killing them things. Sorry, there's a difference. What's more important, your life or that snake's life? No, if it's somebody in their 50s, they need to be smacked around. I'm Gen X. I don't put up with stuff. We were raised different. And I've seen sad pieces of crap Gen X, and I'm like going, where'd you come from? We were raised to be tough. We raised ourselves a lot of times. We knew better. It's okay. Your name was on the wheel. Oh, darling, you didn't miss it. Whew. Oh, man, I forgot to put the fan on. I got into, sorry, y'all, soapbox mode. I got into soapbox mode. I apologize, y'all. I just get so sick. I'm blinking. Let me know if I disappear. What on earth is going on? Oh, give me a minute, y'all. I'm going to get the fan going. Hold on, I'll be right back. You can still hear me. I'm still here. Lord knows I'm gimpy as can be. Oh, yeah, YouTube's up to their crap. But I think it's the laptop getting warm. So, what on earth? Oh my gracious. Oh, hopefully that's the right one. Woohoo! Hold on a minute, y'all. I'll be right back. It just got really warm in here. Now, there we go. Coming in. Mama Owl coming in. Watch out. Plop. Oh my gracious, that breeze feels good. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, y'all. No, it was blinking. The screen was glitching. Don't cut much of it. Don't cut much of it, but you can harvest it. Just don't take more than half of the plant. I'm not gonna spread it. All right, y'all want jokes? I got one more, and then I'm gonna take smoke break. Got one more. Carol. I'm glad to have you back. We've been missing jokes. What do y'all call a Jamaican proctologist? I'll give y'all a little time. No, it's not an industrial size fan. It's just a little bitty box fan. But yeah, what do you call a Jamaican proctologist? A Pokemon. You can thank me for that. Pokemon. Good evening, Mini Cactus. Welcome into chat. Oot, oot. How are you doing? Yep. I've been trying to find some jokes. I've just been so busy, y'all. So busy. Believe me, I had to slow down a little bit today, but yeah. Oh, before I go for smoke break, let me tell y'all the latest with YouTube. Now, before I got to go to bed this morning, I get an email from wonderful YouTube. You know, I'm always doing so good, and they're so happy for me, but yet they do nothing for me. They throttle me. They do everything. Well, guess what? I don't know if a lot of people know, but I wouldn't use the wheel of names if I was you, especially any music. Because I'm going to let you know, Google bought out wheel of names. Now, Google has control of the music that you can choose from. Apparently, I've been smacked, and you know, a lot of my funding comes from live streams, people watching ads. I appreciate clicking like, comment, and everything. They nailed me. They come after me about copyright infringement on the song I used for the wheel of names for the seed swap when it was Google wheel of names offering that song to be used. No mention of having to, you know, give credit or anything, because I have no problem giving people credit for their music. So the seed swap live stream is now not monetized until they decide on who wins the monetization battle. Yeah, I went off this morning. I threw Google under the bus 4 times. I told them, if you want to go after anybody for copyright infringement, go forth. Seek your rage against Google and Wheel of Names. They are the one that's copyright infringing you, not me. So, I threw a big legalese rebuttal protest, standing up and fighting the man in AI. So, yeah, we're going to see how this turns out, because I let them have it. The gloves were off. I'm tired of the crap. Good evening, operator. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? So, yeah, now that was going on. I copied everything I wrote. I time stamped it. I dated it and everything. So, you better believe I'm going to fight them. And I told them, if the harassment does not stop, I will be seeking legal attention. I'm going to end up suing them. I really am. You have to stand up and fight them. Every time they start their crap, I buck them. I fight them. I said buck, B-U-C-K. But I feel dropping that B and adding an F is exactly how I feel towards YouTube and Google and so on. I wish to gracious somebody with some balls and money would finally make a platform where people, decent people who are trying to teach others, could have a way to, make money and teach people and not be throttled, not be punished, and so on. I've had enough. Nobody yet, Bounty. I'm fighting with YouTube again and Google. But yeah, I refuse to use AI. YouTube is so mad at me for not. They wanted me to come to this gathering and being part of this board. No, I am not dropping my morals and ethics. I am not going to be part of their little gaggle of Generation AI gathering. I'm not going to do it. I'm not. Somebody has to stand up and say no. I've had enough. I have been harassed from the get-go. I have been throttled. Y'all just don't know how bad it was. Throttling. I barely, in February, barely. You have to have $100 minimum to get a payout. I made $123 of all the month of February. It's slowly going back up, but I'm not going to bend over and kiss their feet. I'm not going to do it. I'm not using AI. People need to wake up. People need to realize this AI Christian music is an abomination. Do you think Jesus or God would really, really support artificial intelligence? Think about it. Take time to think that long and hard. Artificial intelligence. I'm finally happy to see construction workers starting to say no to working on data centers. If people don't wake up and fight, you ain't going to have nothing to fight for. People need to wake up. How do you think God would feel about anything artificial intelligence? Think about it. Think long and hard. Do you honestly think Jesus would support that? Or God? Or anybody else? Think about it. People just get so happy and get on the bandwagon. Oh, it's AI. It's wonderful. No, it's not. Every time a person gets on that AI bandwagon, they learn about you. AI gardening's out already. Y'all better be careful what you watch. Better be careful what you watch. There's AI cooking. They tried to come after me, allow AI to use my videos to learn from. You know what I told them? No. You do not have permission to teach AI nothing from any of them. I gave up $5,000, y'all. Because sometimes you got to stand up and say no and bite the bullet. Because if you won't stand up, how many other people will? Not many. Oh no, Tammy, I'm sorry to hear that, Lord. I refuse. I refuse to use anything AI generated. When you watch my video, you're watching me. It's not a pretty sight, but you're watching me. I don't use AI whatsoever. My channel is AI blocked. I don't use it. I don't use AI songs. I don't use AI to edit my videos, which I know people would appreciate. Some people would appreciate me editing and making my videos smaller. No, sorry. Deal with it. My channel is a learning channel. It's not a stupid channel. It's not a comedy channel. It's not some hillbilly out there acting like a fool to make money. Lord, I'm tired of some of these channels. They done lost their mind. What you see is what you get. What you see is what you get in person. I am the same in all the videos. Yeah, I do not want no Siri or what's that Apple thing. Y'all better learn to quit using that stuff. My God, if you wasn't the remote for your parents, something was wrong. You need to quit. You need to take back your power. Now let me take cursive away. People willingly bent over, bowed, and kissed, but cursive would have never been taken away. Why aren't adults teaching, parents teaching their children cursive? Because school is a babysitting service, because most parents that have children don't want to raise their children. They want the school to babysit them. And they don't care how the kid is taught. They want to push sports on them because that's a fast way to make money and get them on up through college. And most of them in college ain't got a lick of sense. Yeah, I know that's because I'm talking about you know who. I'm going against what the norm is. I figured it was going to happen. I got on my rant. Y'all know how it happens. If the live stream shuts down, I'll pop up with another one. Y'all know I can't talk freely on this thing. All right, I'm going to calm down a bit. I'm going to have smoke break. Oh, hold on. Let's see. My volume's all the way up. It's them. You better believe they don't want me talking. So, I'm taking a smoke break, y'all. I'm still here. So, I'll still be talking, but I'm going to calm my roll on the rant because I know better. I know better. I have been throttled for a very long time. And you know, after a while, you get tired of it. I'm a fighter. I have been. I'm an underdog from day one, from birth. I just don't willingly give things up. Yep, people just don't know how much they're giving away. Y'all need to pay attention to what Trump executive order just signed. Pretty soon, pretty soon across this country, you're not going to have property rights. You know that wonderful saying, you will own nothing and be happy? It's coming, y'all. It's coming. And you better quit. You better learn how to quit trusting these, excuse my French, damn politicians. You better wake up. You better wake up. Because I'm telling you, they're now paying farmers not to farm. I want to know what's wrong with farmers. If you get paid not to farm, why ain't you growing crops for your communities to feed the hungry? I'm telling y'all, you better start paying attention. Yep, I know Bounty. Yeah, Canada ain't had rights in a long time. I can't say how proud I am of some of the Europeans, the English, who are fighting back finally, the farmers especially. I cannot tell you how ungodly proud I am of the Irish people saying no more. I'm waiting for my brothers and sisters of Scotland to finally say freedom and remember why William Wallace fought. I'm ready to see the people free once again. Not all farmers are fighting it. They are happily smiling, going to the bank with their paychecks. They think it's great that they got paid to not farm. I'm sorry, people like that aren't true farmers. If it's not in your blood, you won't feel the passion to till and work the soil and knowing, bringing life forth, knowing you're feeding the people. Yeah, there's a big difference between actual farmers and people who are just in it, playing the game of being a farmer to make money. How many times do you think our ancestors, their crops failed? But you know what? They had other food to fall back on. People nowadays, most of these little people who can't get away from high processed foods and everything, they're not going to survive. My God, people panic when the power goes out for an hour or two. The world has come to an end. What are you going to do when the power is gone? People need to wake up. And no, this ain't the doom and gloom channel. This is the reality channel. Some people just need to be whacked and realize you better get ready. Because Trump's done enough stuff. Mm-mm. But people's got to realize I don't trust either side. Two different wings of the same bird. Yep, I don't blame you, Bounty. People need to stand up. I mean, my gracious, people in the revolution fought with pitchforks. They said no more. Yep. Believe me, I learned real fast just how much the belief of community is dead. Moved here. Do you think any of our neighbors have come up here to say hello? Welcome to the neighborhood. We're fixing to go on 2 years of being here. Not one of these people have come by to say hello, to introduce themselves, or anything. What's happened to country people? I looked so forward to moving to the country, and I find that they have become the same as the city folks. Good evening, Jeff. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? And that's why I'm showing people how to grow. I'm trying my best to encourage as many people as possible to wake up, realize what you're buying in the store is killing you. Yes, I buy some things in the store. Can't help it. I have to. It's just the less you can buy from the store and make from scratch, the better off health wise you will be. I refuse to use self checkout. I don't work for free for nobody. Now, I do volunteer. That's different. I'm giving of my services to help others to teach. But I refuse to use self checkout. I am no company slave. If you want me to use self checkout, you better pop out some cash and pay me. Well, it ain't going to matter, Jay, much longer because there's not going to be any property rights anymore at the rate things are going. Keith, watch my videos and you'll know. I don't grow stuff just for the hell of it. I grow to survive. I'm growing medicine. I'm growing culinary. I'm growing food. Pretty soon, once we can buy this place, we will be growing our own meat. I will be absolutely as self sustaining as possible. Absolutely, mini cactus. I agree. I absolutely agree. And that's why I'm telling people learn how to heal yourself. Because going to that doctor ain't going to save you. Now, granted, I will admit, Junior's blessed to have two, two absolutely amazing doctors. But that's only two out of the hundreds he has seen. It's going to be probably about 3 acres. I'm trying to push for 3 acres here. But I've got grapes planted. I'll be I'll be planting muscadines here soon. Yep. He's had more better nurses than he has had doctors. What does that tell you? Oh, you better believe I can do many things on 3 acres. Many. But if I could get a little more, I'd give anything if I could have the field across the road from us. I'd love to be able to have that because you know what? There'd be cows on that field. I don't doubt it. They don't like what I'm talking about, y'all. If I disappear, now I'll tell y'all, if this if this live stream gets shut down, I will turn around and start another one. Nope, I don't. Solar is way overrated. Did our ancestors need solar to survive? No, they didn't. Think about the ancestors in the Appalachians. Still many in Appalachia that doesn't have power. People have to learn you don't really need power to survive as long as you know what you're doing. Good evening, Sandra. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? We are doing fine. Me and Junior tired. Me and Junior tired as can be, but we're good. Yep, but you gotta remember fireplaces ain't all that it's cracked up to be. A lot of your heat escapes up the chimney. Basically 1 cow per acre. Can do 2 as long as you've got good forage for them. Oh, wonderful to hear, Angela. Wonderful. Yep, blocking out the sun. They're having fun here blocking out the sun. They have no problem making it hot and dry. Until that rain came, we were a tinderbox, y'all. It made me nervous because around here is a lot of pine trees. Pine needles, ungodly flammable, y'all. It don't take much. Could be a spark from a tow chain dragging on the roadway because somebody ain't got sense enough to, fix up their chain so it don't drag the concrete or the asphalt. That has sparked many a fire. Yep, so true, Gloria. And see, here's the problem with that. If those farmers actually cared about anybody, you know what I would have been doing? I guarantee you the people around the community and as far as I could find would be getting milk. They wouldn't be doing without milk. I would fight somebody to the death before I'd pour out milk or waste anything. But yeah, see, that's the problem. Too many people like good, quick, fast money. Anybody with morals and ethics, especially a true die-hard farmer, would be damned before they'd be bought and paid for and forced to pour out milk. There's too many ways to get around things. Too many. Good evening, CC Clark. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? But yep. See, that's another thing about solar I don't like. It's a money pit. It's a money pit. You have to be careful. Yep. True, Jay. True. But before the solar panels, I would use the small. And I'm not talking about them monster ugly things. Small wind turbines. If you're blessed to have a running creek near you, you don't have to build a dam. Just have that little propeller in the water. You don't have to stop water. Just run that little propeller out in that water. It'll generate electricity. And you could do that in secret if you were smart enough. There's many ways around many things. And the problem is, people don't search. They don't seek knowledge anymore. They expect everybody else to tell them. I do my own research. I read. I read a lot, y'all. Inquiring minds want to know. See, canning is soothing and relaxing to me. Hearing the that's meditative for me. It makes my little prepping heart happy as can be. That's why I'm looking forward to us getting this place. I'm going to have several pigs. They will be freezer camped. They come in the spring. They'll be freezer camped in the winter. Goats. I want several real goats. Not these tiny little miniature crazy little goats. I want real goats. I want Nubians. I want one buck, two does. Any babies, females can be kept or separate away from the buck as they get older. And any males get banded and get ready for freezer camp later on. I don't collect animals. I do not mistreat my animals. They only have one bad day of their life. They have names. They are loved daily. They are spoiled. They have one bad day and then freezer camp. I would like to get a hold of a milk sheep just to make sheep milk cheese, which is amazing. There's a lot of things. I want turkeys, just enough. I don't want a whole bunch, just enough. I want ducks so I can eat eggs without getting sick. I want a few. I don't want to go overboard. I want enough, probably 2 females and a drake, or I think however many I have to have. Um, Let them have a clutch of eggs, hatch them, freezer camp. Geese, hatch them, freezer camp. Yep. Yep, loved in life, loved in death. I do not kill for the joy of killing. Same way with hunting. If I go hunting, it's because it's for survival. It's not for sport. Fishing, it goes absolutely against everything I was taught for catch and release, unless the fish is too small to eat. That's when it's fine to release. Fish is a food source. It's not for sport. How would you like to be caught in the lip, sides of your mouth, repeatedly with a hook and released? I would like to have one dairy cow. I don't need a bull. There's plenty of other bulls around here. Now, of course, I wouldn't mind the cow being A2A2. That would be epic. Then I could drink all the milk I wanted to without any problem. But yeah, and let her have a calf each year so we get milk, cream, butter, make butter, make cheese, you name it. If it's a male, 2 years time, freezer camp. It's called self-sufficiency. I don't want to collect animals and, kill myself feeding animals for no reason. Yep, cows are a herd animal. True. You can run a donkey in with a cow and it will be fine, as well as protected. And I ain't talking about no miniature donkeys that couldn't even fight their way out of a wet paper sack. I'm talking about a real donkey. See, the bucks would have to. A lot of people don't separate their bucks That's because they don't pay attention to what one buck can do to another. Yeah, I separate the bucks. They can have pens side by side, but they're not going to be run together because, well, if you watch one channel, one buck was molested so badly by the other bucks, he's sterile. No goat should have to go through that. But yeah, I don't need a big circus amount of animals to survive on. Just need enough. Just need enough to have a food source. See, the the males would be banded after they were old enough to be done so, and they'd be going for freezer camp. Goat is amazing when you know what you're doing, when you know how to butcher it correctly, and you know how to cook it. Goat is wonderful. Not many know how to actually cook goat. Yep, so true, Bounty. Oh, you got the baby one. See, I can't do baby batches. I got the one that does what is it, 18, 19 pints or 7 quarts. I'm still kicking myself for not getting the one the next size up where I could do 2 rows of quart jars. I'm still kicking myself over that one. But yep, mine's all American. It's the only one I'll ever have because yeah, I don't want to have to pay for seals and all that extra crap. Oh, imagine I sometimes I've had to because it was too cold outside to open up the canner outside because I can on the front porch because I don't want humidity problems in the house. Imagine lifting that whole thing up and bringing it inside once it's cooled down, carrying water jars all at one swoop. Yeah, it's heavy. The only reason I got the biggest ball I did or all American is thanks to the government and their stupid COVID crap and handing out free money. I'm like, going, you want to hand out free money? I'm going to run with this. I got my Berkey, I got my All American, I got lawnmower, I got quite a few other important things. It wasn't no TVs and crap being bought. Yeah, but the reason why I didn't do that, because what you gonna do when everything hits the fan and you can't get a hold of seals? That's my thinking. Oh, nice, Jeff. No, I went for even bigger stuff. Yeah, I bought a bunch of jars, but Junior was working back then. And let me tell you, I would sit there and laugh, everybody crying and complaining that they couldn't find jars during COVID. Now, they tried to kill him by delivering Amazon packages and everything. No, he wasn't an Amazon delivery person. He was an independent contractor driving a big truck to deliver packages to post offices all around us. Everybody, I can't. Lord, I got so sick. I asked several, what can you do? This man would come back home after a run with the front seat of that big truck loaded with canning jars. The little Walmart raids during COVID. Mr. Man here. But nobody could find anything. Because most people, you can't find nothing sitting on your butt. You can't find nothing being scared to death. You can't find stuff allowing fear factor to scare you into not doing what you need to do. Yeah, it won't be hard to do, Jeff. Well, see, that's the problem. You don't have to use name brand jars. People are beat into submission in America to believe in that. If you pay attention and watch most of, not all, but most of your European shows, pay attention to what they can with. It sure in hell ain't ball jars. Pay attention, especially over there in Italy, to what the little old Italian women do all year long. They recycle all kinds of jars to put up spaghetti sauce in. It ain't no ball jars, y'all. Yep, but you can water back can in them if you don't want to pressure can in them. Store jars are perfectly fine as long as you got sense enough to keep a metal utensil out of them. Yeah, I've heard of shampoo ginger, but it's not shampoo ginger root. It's shampoo ginger. It's in the ginger family. They're all gingers. Honey child, I'm not talking about canning for hours and hours. I'm talking about regular water bath canning. As long as the seal's good, I bet you will can for 3 hours or more if you ain't got power. You ain't got no gas. And you all you got is firewood, a big pit, a big cannon cauldron. I bet you will can for hours. What do you bet? Yes, the ball jars and stuff. Let me tell you, if you don't watch them ball lids, those seals suck. I'm gonna tell you. I can't tell you how many ball lids I had to put aside because you couldn't can with them. There wasn't enough lid, enough of the seal to be able to seal anything properly. You better start paying attention to lids, especially when it comes to the seals. Hold on, I missed something. I missed something. Hold on, y'all. All right, let me see if I can find this again. Hey, Xander, welcome in the chat, darling. How are you doing? Okay, Jay, you take care, darling. Have a blessed evening. Better week ahead. And we'll see you next Monday night. But yeah, people need to know, never say never, or it will show itself upon you. No, they're not interchangeable at all. At all. But there was something I was going to say and I totally forgot. But there's a lot of things. People need to wise up. There's the ball mafia, USDA Gestapo, you know, alphabet organizations. They've got so many, so freaking paranoid under their thumbs, believing that the ball the ball canning book is the gospel, the Bible of canning. Keep on. Keep on believing it. Find you some really, really, really old canning books, ball especially, and see how over the years they have took a lot away from you, making you believe you can't can things. So yeah, Hoot hoot, Ladybug Sylv, welcome into chat. How are you doing? Yep, I can milk. I haven't canned butter because I like ghee. Worst case scenario, I would build a spring house. And if the world come to an end, build a spring house to keep things cool. Yep, I got to get my sweet potatoes started. I got to plant my whole sweet potatoes tomorrow to get the slips to come up because I'm going to let those beds sit for a while and let them cook and break down. Okay, Wendy, you take care, darling. Go help him. Love you too. But yeah, a lot of people don't realize this government, it's not for us. No, it's not. It likes you to be a peon. They like their little slaves. Why do you think they do everything they can to keep us separated? But yeah, this government will do whatever they can because they know once the people are united, we're dangerous. Oh, she don't have to use a pew pew. She can use a machete if she knows what's right. But she needs to get some snake boots. If you know you're in snake country, you keep them snake boots on. But yeah, I've got some hanging baskets I've got to do. No, not all of them are flowers. Uh, Lord, I got to get some more raised beds done. I got to get raised beds finished. It would be better to cut them up into pieces after they've been cooked. But the problem with them being baked, they're going to be mush and juice. You could make sweet potato butter, sweet potato pie filling, and can them up as long as you don't make it real thick. Sorry, saw something out of the corner of my eye. But yeah, now you can up sweet potatoes chunks and season them like you would canned yams, which are basically sweet potatoes, sometimes pumpkin. A lot of people, well, winter squash, some people don't know that even the canned pumpkin that people, religiously buy in the store is not always pumpkin. Yep, I got videos for the sweet potato pumpkin. Sweet potato pumpkin, Lord. The sweet potato butter. I've got video for the sweet potato pie filling. Well, you don't can candied apples. Not always. It's not always zucchini. It could be cushaw. A lot of times it's cushaw melon. Sometimes it's quite a few. It can be quite a few. Yep, sweet potato bread. See, the problem with canning them whole, canning the sweet potatoes whole after they've been roasted, is they would compact down in the pressure canner, and yet the juices couldn't get up under them. So sometimes you got to be careful about that. See, I don't start any of my watermelons, no watermelons, no cucumbers, no winter squash, no gourds, or nothing in seed packs. Um, Pots, little pots. I plant mine outside because they get stunted if you let them get too long. They get stunted, they get leggy, they're spindly. Oh, that's wonderful. Them lids is a blessing. Because if you ain't careful with them squash, germinating them, letting them grow too long, they'll get leggy and they won't be healthy. What was it, a bug? But yep, me and Junior's gonna have dinner tonight. Thank gracious it's leftovers from dinner last night. We're gonna try the new Kinder barbecue sauce, a different one. Black cherry and chipotle. We're gonna have grilled pork steaks, uh, beans, barbecue beans, and salad. That's our dinner tonight. Oh, that sounds good, Bounty. You take care, dear sister. Have a wonderful evening, wonderful dinner, too. Better week ahead, and we'll see you next Monday night. Oh, it's going to be wonderful. I'm telling you, man, those ribeyes that Angela bought last night, they were so good. Oh, my gracious. It's been so long since we'd had a steak. And them being kissed over charcoal made them even better, too, y'all. And them grilled pork steaks are good, too. So I'm sorry, y'all. I'm Good evening, Gigi Deb. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. How are you doing, darling? Handsome Junior. But yep, I'm just dragging. I'm so tired. We had so much fun yesterday. I'm just thankful tomorrow I got to do quite a few videos. I've got to mow grass. Lord, I got to mow grass. I need to do laundry, get it hung out. Yep. Yep, we're getting hungry too, Jeff. But I am just so thankful. So thankful for leftovers. I don't have to cook tonight, but I will be cooking tomorrow night. But I'm looking forward to trying that. I think it's black cherry chipotle barbecue sauce. All right, everyone. Thank y'all. I'm sorry I went off on the rant, but sorry, but not really completely sorry. There's things people need to hear to wake up. Rattle people cages to make them realize, hey, all that, what you accuse people of being conspiracy theorists, it's all come to pass. Come to pass. What more needs to happen? Yeah, we rarely eat fast food, Keith. It's not good for you. You see, we both don't have gallbladders, so we don't eat before live stream. Oh, I'm happy you did too, Xander. I'm just glad hopefully everything's okay. Everyone, take care. I'm telling you, keep your eyes and ears open. There's way more going on than you think. There's a lot of stuff being took away by the signing of a pen. Not as big of a friend than you think he is. Wake up, folks. No politician is your friend. No attorney is your friend. They're all out for their own. But everyone have a blessed evening. Get out there, get you something to eat, make your dinner or lunch, breakfast, wherever you are. We are thankful for you to be here. Everyone, take care. Have a blessed evening, a peaceful sleep, wonderful week ahead, and we will see you next Monday night. Hoot, hoot. Mwah. We love y'all, and you're appreciated more than you know. Yep, see you next ride. Oh, pescatarian gardener. If anybody knows how to contact her, please have her email me. Pescatarian? Yeah, pescatarian gardener. That's the only one that I've got to get email from. Everybody else has been partnered up. Y'all check your email. Check your email boxes and your spam if you haven't seen the email. Everyone, take care. Hoot, hoot. Mama and Junior Owl out. Or Papa Owl out.